going to start maths now with a little bit of a shape challenge. You ready? Now, can you name this one? It's got a continuous curved line all the way around. Can you see? Circle. What about if I cut the circle in half? What do I get? A shape with this curved line here. We've got a straight side, half a circle, semicircle. Right, my next shape has got 3 straight sides and 3 corners. Do you know what it is? It's a triangle. So we've got 1, 2, 3 straight sides, 1, 2, 3 corners, and the corner is where the straight sides meet. Okay, so 3 corners, 3 sides in our triangle. And remember, triangles don't always look like that. There's a triangle. Right, next one. I'm gonna go with this one. Do you know what this one is? It's got 4 straight sides and 4 corners. It's a rectangle. Now, this rectangle has got longer sides, lengths there. Look, they're longer in length that way than they are that way. And what I mean by that is if I got my ruler, I can see that it's about 5 centimetres that way. And if I go down that side, it's only 2 centimetres. Now, another word for this rectangle is oblong, and that's because this rectangle doesn't have all the sides the same length. That's a special type of rectangle, a regular rectangle, and that's actually a square. So a square is a type of rectangle, but it's a special one because even though it's got 4 straight sides and 4 corners, all of its sides, look at the ruler, 5 that way, 5 centimetres that way, 5 centimetres that way, and that way. So what's special about this rectangle, this square, is the only way it can be a square is all the sides are exactly the same length. Whereas this one, this can't be a square because look, those are shorter than those ones. Alright, so we've got 2 types of rectangles. Most people would name this one as the rectangle and this one as a square. So you can do that if you want. Or you can call this an oblong and that a square, so that they're both rectangles. Okay, I've got some shapes here, but now what I want to do is make a picture with the shapes. Now you might not have these at home, so I'll show you a way that you can do it. Okay, so I'm going to get lots of different objects. Now, the objects I'm getting aren't 2D. The ones I showed you a minute ago are 2D shapes because they're flat. Not like the 3D shape we saw last time, the cone, where you could have has different faces and where you can pick them up. These ones, I'm going to have to look at them from the top so I can see which 2D shape I can see from the top. All right, see if you can guess what I'm making. So I'm going to start with this. And that 2D shape is a circle. And I'm actually going to put 2 of these in the middle. Which 2D shape can you see there? Yeah, more circles. Right, now this one here, you're going to have to use your imagination a little bit. I've used my V. So which shape do you think I'm trying to use here? It's a triangle. Now what do you reckon I've got so far? Got 2 eyes, and I've used a triangle because it's not a nose, it's a beak. Right, and then I'm going to use a rectangle shape. Can you see this? This oblong. It's not a square, is it? Why is it not a square? Because look, they're shorter and they're longer, so it's not a square. And then I'm going to slot these underneath here because I just want a 2D shape that I can see. Now, what can you see here? What shape is this one? got 3 straight sides. We've got triangles. So we've got 2 triangles. Can you see what I'm doing? And then the last and final thing, I'm going to have 2 oblongs, 2 rectangles at the bottom. Can you see what I've made? Hopefully it looks like a penguin. And I use the triangles for the wings. See what you can make, and then tell your adult which shapes you can see. And remember, you've got to look at them from above, because really they're not 2D shapes. To finish our number 8 focus, we're going to do some number stories. So I'm just going to do one first, and I'm going to draw one bag here. String round, and I'm going to draw one bag here, and I'm going to say that this bag here is Charlie's. Okay, so that's Charlie's, and then this one here is mine. Okay, now Charlie, I bet you have a nose and a mouth. Charlie has got a sweetie bag, and in his bag he has got, count how many he's got. He's got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. How many sweets has he got in there? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you might even notice that from the dice. I'm going to put 5. Charlie's got 5 sweets in his bag, but poor me, guess how many I've got in mine? How many is that? Can you see that just by looking? I've got 3. Greedy Charlie. So if Charlie's got 5 sweets and I've got 3 sweets, how many sweets do we have all together? I'm going to count them. So I know I've got 5, so I don't need to count those, do I? I already know I've got 5, so I've got to carry on to 5, and then I'm going to go 6, 7, 8. I have got, and Charlie has got altogether 8 sweets. All right? Now, I'm going to say a number story for you, and you've got to have a go at drawing the number story, okay? Are you ready? I'll draw it at the end, okay? So, Miss Downham has a bag of sweets, and so does Mr. Chidler, okay? So there are 2 bags of sweets. So you need to draw 2 bags, don't you? And if you want to, you could put a little face for Mr. Chidler and a little face for Miss Downham. And if you're not ready, pause. But Miss Downham has 6 sweets in her bag. She's got 6. And Mr. Chidler's got 2. So in Miss Downham's bag have 6 sweets, and in Mr. Chidler's have 2. And then once you've done that, can you work out how many sweets that they have all together, please? Right, I'm going to draw it quickly. So it was 2 bags of sweets. And we had Miss Downham. She's got long hair, hasn't she, Miss Downham? And Mr. Chidler. And then Miss Downham had 6 sweets. Oh, Mrs. Greedy. I know I've done 6. Look, can you see it? It's like the dice. There's a row of 3 and a row of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many did Mr. Chidler have? He had 2. And then how many did they have altogether? I'm just going to write the numbers to remind me. So we've got 6 up here and we've got a 2. And we're finding out how many altogether. So we're going to add them. And we're going to find out what that makes. So I've got 6. Don't need to really count 6. But if you wanted to, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and carry on. But I know I've got 6. And you go 7, 8. So altogether, Miss Downham and Mr. Chidler have 8 sweets. Right, your challenge is, can you make your own number story for number 8? Thank you, Puffins.